Hello, everyone. My name is Matt Edmond, and before I get started, I wanted to take a special moment to thank Hong, Kristen, Matthew, and Preston for teaming up with us to deliver financial wellness and education to WGU students. We are sure you will enjoy the information that will be provided and take full advantage of this wonderful free benefit. During today's session, you will first learn about banking basics, along with why budgeting and understanding your paycheck are crucial components to financial wellness. Next, we will guide you through exercises to help you assess your personal financial situation based on unique needs and goals. And lastly, we will look at the overall view of the My Milestones platform to better acquaint you to utilize this tool and build solid knowledge to make positive changes that will continually improve your financial health. So let's go ahead and get started. Here is a view of our agenda for the day. We will discuss what is My Milestones by Commerce and why financial wellness is so important. Together, we will complete the Banking with Financial Institutions course. We will have a call to action for you at the end so that you can take measured steps to improve your financial wellness journey. And then last, we will connect you with resources should you have any questions following today's presentation. So to get started, the My Milestones by Commerce platform is a financial wellness platform that provides objective, interactive tools, education, and solutions to empower users to take control of their finances. We are all in different situations, and with My Milestones, you can gain financial education on topics that are relevant to you. My Milestones offers a variety of different learning mediums, such as courses, interactive tools, articles, start here guides, videos, infographics, and webinars. One important note is any personal information that you put into My Milestones will not be shared with WGU. So on this slide, we're going to take a look at a poll, and we're curious, something for you to contemplate as you read this slide. What grade would you give yourself when it comes to your own personal financial knowledge? Would you give yourself an A, a B, a C, a D, or perhaps even an F when it comes to your own personal financial knowledge? Surprisingly enough, 41% of American adults said that they deserve no better than a C when it comes to their own personal financial knowledge. And that is exactly why My Milestones is so important. So as I stated before, most of the time we think of benefits, we think of health or mental wellness, but financial wellness can have a huge impact on us all as well. With My Milestones, we will give you the ability to improve your grade and feel less stressed about your finances. So here we are going to move into the live demo of the My Milestones platform, and we'll complete the Banking Basics course together. For you to follow along, we'll encourage you, depending on whether or not you're on a desktop or laptop, or whether or not you're consuming this learning through your mobile device. On this screen, you can scan that QR code with your camera application using your mobile, and you will be directed to either log in or sign up for the My Milestones platform. Or if you're viewing this session on a desktop or a laptop, feel free to enter into a search browser wgu.mymilestones.com. I'm also placing that link into the chat now. We'll give users, whether or not you're a first-time user or a returning user, just a moment to get logged in or to get signed up. If you're a new user, it will ask for your first name, your last name, an email, which we would recommend you use your WGU email, and then to create a password. It'll have you select some boxes and for you to say that you're not a robot by clicking pictures of stairs or fire hydrants. And once you've cleared the CAPTCHA, you should be navigated onto the My Milestones platform and looking at a dashboard view. And I'm going to go ahead and switch the screens I'm sharing to show you that dashboard view. Right. So here is your homepage or dashboard on My Milestones by Commerce. For first-time users, the platform will recommend what you should prioritize as your next activity. Here it's saying we have 0 of 4 completed next activities. We could read a welcome message from Western Governors University. That would be the first of 4 tasks to complete. The next task would be here in the middle in the purple bar, get recommendations. This is a financial wellness checkup assessment that takes no more than 5 minutes. It allows the platform to learn where you're at in your personal finance journey and then recommend content that would be pertinent to you. Next is the Discover Your Money Personality. This is another assessment, and this helps you understand the psychology behind why you make the buying decisions that you do. If you are a seeker of knowledge and like things like MBTI personality assessments, this is the assessment for you, and it will take it through the lens of your personal finances. Definitely recommend you spend some time looking at that money personality assessment. And then last but not least, you could set a streak goal to be reminded to come back to the platform and to learn on a consistent basis. So whether or not that's a monthly, weekly, or daily, let's go ahead and set that streak, and I'll show you how that changes your dashboard. In the top right corner, you'll see great work and a new daily streak box show up. So we have started earning some experience points, or what we also refer to as sprouts. We've started our first daily streak. We have earned 25 experience points, and those experience points can be redeemed in your garden on the left-hand side under sweepstakes. So as you interact with My Milestones, you will be earning sprouts or experience points, which can then be redeemed for entries into this sweepstakes. It is a $1,000 prize pool. And you can see how you can learn. You can do your next priorities. You can do your monthly tasks, your daily tasks, or by completing streaks, different ways for you to earn sprouts. And then you can, as you earn those, you can enter those into the drawing for that $1,000 prize pool. So always nice to be rewarded for learning. And this is a way that the platform recognizes that and allows you to enter for a chance to win. Navigating back to the dashboard, I will show you a few different ways for new users on how to interact with content on My Milestones, and that will be up at the top. Next to dashboard is the topics tab. Under the topics tab, you will see some popular topics, things like home and real estate, budgeting, saving for goals, mortgage, and credit. You can also view all topics. And for today's example, let's just go ahead and see all topics. Topics range from A to Z, everything from banking to budgeting, to credit cards, the economy, estate planning, financial wisdom, healthcare, real estate, investing, retirement, spending less, taxes. You'll see taxes have new content as tax day is less than a month away. And then last but not least, there's a paying for school section. So I know this audience may find value in all things related to paying for school. And so you can see everything from applying for aid or FAFSA to repaying student loans to saving for a child's college education. And again, you'll see some areas have new content indicated by that green new box. All right, but for the purposes of today, we are going to navigate back to the top where the topic section is, and we are going to navigate to the courses section. As we navigate to the courses section, we are going to be completing the Banking with Financial Institutions course today. I had already completed the personalized course setup, so you'll see about 32% complete on this course. This is what we'll take in real time together now. This course talks about financial institutions have come a long way since brick and mortar safe houses for your money. In this course, you will learn how banking basics, products, and services can help you with your personal finance. More about the course, what you'll learn, and then there will be some on-demand videos, a couple interactive exercises, quizzes with immediate feedback, and a personalized action plan, which we will review together at the end. So let's go ahead and dive into this course. It's going to start off with a brief video.
Chances are most people you know store their money with some sort of financial institution. And there are many reasons for this. The first one being security. Compared to doing it yourself, financial institutions offer a much safer and more organized way to store your money. And because financial institutions are backed by insurance, you can rest assured that your money is protected, given a few outliers. Another big plus of financial institutions is their convenience. Thanks to multiple branch and ATM locations, as well as online services, users can access their money pretty much anytime, anywhere. Keeping your money stored with a financial institution also makes managing your money much easier, as most institutions provide tools to help you automate payments and keep track of your income and expenses. What's more, some financial institutions offer free courses and resources to help you expand your financial knowledge and become more fiscally savvy. And last but not least, not only do financial institutions help you store your money, they also offer products and services to help you grow your money by allowing you to earn interest on your savings and offering products like cashback credit cards and investment accounts. So, there you have it. In case you were looking for any more reasons to get your money stored away in a financial institution today, hopefully one of these will do the trick.
All right, a quiz question. Which of the following is a benefit of keeping your money in an account at a financial institution? Options are: it feels more grown up, it will make you rich, it is safer than storing it yourself, or there are no benefits. I'm going to lean towards it's safer than storing it yourself. Looks like that is correct. So who uses a financial institution? Banked, underbanked, and unbanked. Banked and unbanked people may manage their finances differently and use different financial institutions to access money. Click Start to learn more about different banking lifestyles. So in this particular example, fully banked population represents just shy of 82%, whereas underbanked population represents just over 14%, and unbanked represents just over 5%. All right, households that are fully banked are those that have a bank account and did not use any alternative financial services in the last year. Such services include money orders, cash, checking, payday loans or advances, pawn shop loans, auto title loans, and tax refund advances. Fully banked households did not use any of those items listed. While many people still use traditional banks, the most popular method in banking today is by mobile. Here you can see primary banking method. Mobile makes up just shy of 50%, whereas individuals also prefer online banking, just shy of 20%, or a bank teller, an ATM kiosk, or other. All right, underbanked households are those that have a checking or a savings account, although sometimes they use alternative financial services such as money orders, check cashing, payday loans or advances, pawn shop loans, auto title loans, or tax refund advances. Unbanked households are those that do not have a checking or a savings account. A portion of the unbanked population relies on alternative financial solutions. And again, that percentage is just shy of 5%. So, the most popular reason people cite for being unbanked is that they don't have enough money to keep in an account, as many banks require minimum balances to keep the accounts open or risk many penalties. So, you can see here the main reason for being unbanked. The majority of folks, just over 40, think they don't have enough money. Banking helps people improve their overall finances in the long run, while alternatives like payday loans only perpetuate the cycle of dependence and increased debt. Luckily, with a little education and help of a trusted financial institution, change is possible. So, for those that find themselves in the unbanked or underbanked categories, we hope this course helps you recognize the importance and the way in which to become fully banked. So, is your financial institution right for you? Let's look at several major types of financial institutions, and we'll look at which might be best suited for your needs. We've got another brief video.
There are many different types of financial institutions out there, and understanding what each one does is essential for navigating the world of banking. Let's start with the basics. Banks and credit unions. On the surface, banks and credit unions are very similar. They both provide a wide range of financial products and services, such as deposits, checking and savings accounts, debit and credit cards, as well as personal loans. However, there's an important difference in the way that they're run. While commercial and retail banks operate as for-profit business, credit unions function as not-for-profit cooperatives designed to benefit their members as opposed to any investors. Beyond banks and credit unions, there are a lot of other financial institutions out there which are typically more specialized. For instance, there are savings and loan associations that just accept savings deposits and extend loans, mortgage companies that only provide loans for residential and commercial properties, insurance companies that specialize in selling insurance coverage to individuals and businesses, stock brokerage firms that buy and sell stocks and securities on behalf of clients, and investment companies that pool the resources of investors to buy and sell securities. But overseeing all these financial institutions is perhaps the most important one of all, the Federal Reserve, a central banking system designed to protect consumers and ensure the ongoing supply of money and credit in the American economy. The more your wealth grows, the more likely you are to come in contact with these financial institutions. So taking the time to learn what each one of them does and how they can help you now will definitely pay off in the future.
Right, we've got another quiz question. Banks and credit unions offer all the same services and are structured identically. True or false? We're going to say false. Right, we got that right. So, are you being served? Even though you already use a financial institution, you may one day wish to seek out additional products and services. It helps to have the full picture. Here's an infographic for those visual learners, traditional bank, credit union, or internet only bank, breaking down the options. So here you've got an infographic that talks about the structure, the products and services, the requirements and security, drawbacks and perks, and we'll let you review those at your leisure to determine which style of institution you feel is the best fit for you. In general, how much confidence do you have in financial institutions? A great deal, quite a lot, some, very little, or none. Seeing as I work for a financial institution, I do have a great deal of confidence in them. Of those poll takers, 26% said that they have a great deal, whereas 38% said quite a lot, and 30% said some. The smallest categories were 5% said little, and a couple said none. So let's review some vocabulary that we've covered today. Again, here is common banking terms, types of financial institutions, and further definitions for your review, as well as basic banking terms, checking account terms. We'll let you review those at your leisure. So are you saving for a rainy day? Let's review how a savings account can help you set aside funds for emergencies or personal financial goals. Another brief video.
What is a savings account? Put simply, a savings account is a safe place where you can store any money you don't need immediately. This is because savings accounts come with withdrawal limits that restrict you from accessing your money more than a certain number of times per month. And in exchange for not accessing your money too frequently, you are rewarded by earning modest interest on what money you do have saved. The bigger your balance, the more interest you earn. When shopping around for a savings account, it's important to pay close attention to the interest rates, minimum opening deposit, and minimum monthly balance of each account you're considering, as well as the reputation of the financial institution offering them before making any decisions. When you're ready to apply, simply go to the website of the financial institution offering the savings account or one of their branches. Typically, you will be required to bring 2 valid forms of ID and the money you plan to deposit to commence the enrollment process. If you're looking for something more ambitious than a basic savings account, there are some alternative deposit account options. For instance, money market accounts work just like savings accounts, but offer better interest rates in exchange for you maintaining a higher minimum balance, and some of them even allow you to write a few checks per term. Or you could always opt for a certificate of deposit, which likewise offers better interest rates in exchange for keeping your money deposited for a predetermined period of time. All in all, these 3 interest-bearing accounts all make for great options when it comes to storing and growing your money. So if you have any extra cash lying around, you'd be wise to deposit it in one of them today.
All right, brief quiz question. Which of the following should you consider when opening a savings account? The minimum deposit required, the minimum monthly balance, the interest rate, or D, all of the above? Whenever all of the above is available, it's usually a safe bet. That is correct. So great work. Let's keep going. It's time to review the easy and convenient ways checking accounts allow you to make payments and deposit funds.
Checking accounts are one of the most common products offered by financial institutions. And part of this is because of their convenience. They allow you to make numerous withdrawals and unlimited deposits, but that's not all. Checking accounts offer many other benefits, such as providing safe, insurance-backed place to store your money, a place for you to receive paychecks and other sources of income, and they also offer various ways to add and withdraw funds. For instance, to add funds, you can make a direct deposit, electronic funds transfer, or use a money order. And to withdraw funds, you can use a check, ATM, or debit card. Typically, the most common and convenient method of withdrawal is with a debit card, which is a payment card connected to your checking account and draws money directly from it in order to make payments. Debit cards also offer additional security features like PIN numbers and EMV chips. When shopping around for a checking account, it's important to pay close attention to the fees of each account you're considering, as well as the reputation of the financial institution offering them before making any decisions. Then, when you're ready to apply, simply go to the website of the financial institution offering the checking account or one of their branches. Typically, you will be required to show 2 valid forms of ID and bring the money you plan to deposit to commence the enrollment process. Once that's done, you'll be up and running and ready to start enjoying all the conveniences of your very own checking account.
Right, so how does a debit card work? It draws funds directly from a checking account. It draws funds from a savings account. It works just like a credit card, or it connects to your 401k. I believe it is the first option, and that is correct. All right, can you find the balance? Now that you're thinking about checking accounts, give this interactive exercise a try and practice balancing a checkbook. Let's give it a shot. So do you know how to balance a checkbook? It may be more complex than you think, and we'll show you how it's done. Let's get started. Keeping tabs on your checking account can help you prevent yourself from getting overdrafted. Before the advent of debit cards and online banking, paper checks were the norm, and check registers were the standard way to keep track of your checking account balance while those checks were in transit. If you wrote a check, you added a line item, subtracted it from the total, and voila, you had a running tally. But when was the last time you balanced a checkbook the old fashioned way? Or maybe a better question is, have you ever balanced a checkbook? Let's create and balance a sample checkbook. All right, so first, what does the balance of your checking account typically look like? Not enough to cover my expenses, just enough to cover my expenses, or more than enough to cover my expenses. Let's say just enough to cover our expenses. Now let's select some sources of monthly income. I'm currently working, so we get a direct deposit from that. If you were retired, you might be claiming Social Security. If you had a pension or investments, perhaps you would be collecting on those. But for this example, we're going to say a job with a direct deposit. Now let's select some typical monthly expenses that would be deducted from our checking account. And perhaps for this example, we just choose all that apply. I do have TV and music subscriptions. I do have a cell phone bill, along with a mortgage and utilities, car insurance. Luckily, my car is paid, so I do not have a car payment. I do have credit card payment, health care, life insurance. Oof, okay, that's a lot. That's a lot of things that we're paying. We're building our virtual checkbook. All right, so check your status here. And with this interactive tool, you'll also be able to adjust the current balance that perhaps you have in your account, and that would impact, as you see on the right-hand side, the checkbook status. You can also adjust the deposits. So for instance, on a monthly basis, how often you get paid by your job, you'd want to divide the amount that you're getting here based on how many paychecks you receive in the month. For this example, it was right at 2,500. And then also spending, you can see how you can adjust each of those items that we selected. Yes, we do pay money towards each of these, and you could adjust how much those subscriptions or those costs are on a monthly basis, which will then impact your overall checkbook status. So hopefully, as you navigate this on your own, you will be able to see a little bit further how current balance, deposits, and monthly spending impact your overall checkbook status. All right, are you ready to bank smarter? I know I am. Now you're the expert. We've reviewed a lot of banking so far, but don't forget, these are smart banking strategies that will help you manage your accounts the smart way. Let's watch one more video before we conclude.
When it comes to managing your money, there are some simple practices you can use to help ease the process. For many people, these practices might seem unfamiliar or untrustworthy. which is why we're going to take a closer look at them, starting with one of the most common: direct deposits. For some people who aren't used to having their paycheck electronically transferred directly into their checking account, the idea might seem risky or unnecessarily costly. But the reality is, direct deposits are conducted over a highly secure electronic banking system that make your paycheck accessible to you immediately, thereby reducing the risk of stolen funds and identity theft. What's more, banks and credit unions do not charge for direct deposits. In fact, some even reward you by waiving your monthly account fee. Another smart banking practice is automatic bill pay. As with direct deposits, many people think that automatic bill pay comes with additional fees and security risks. But in actual fact, automatic bill pay is completely free, with some companies even offering small discounts on monthly bills as a reward for signing up. What's more, nearly all auto payments are encrypted, making them a much safer option than paying your bills by check or credit card. There are two ways to use automatic bill pay. Either your financial institution can set up a system to automatically send money to third parties on a consistent schedule, or you can set up individual payments directly with vendors to pull funds from a designated account. Regardless of which method you use, you can rest assured that your money will be safe. There are also some big misconceptions when it comes to managing one's checking account. For many people, keeping track of pending and automatic payments is all too difficult, so much so that going into overdraft on their account feels inevitable. But it doesn't have to be this way. You can always keep a check register to help you stay on top of what money is coming in and out of your account, or better yet, you can have your financial institution set up mobile or email alerts to notify you when your balance is running low so you can add more funds if need be. And even if you try these strategies but still end up at risk of overdrafting, you can always consider signing up for overdraft protection. This allows you to link your checking account to your credit card, savings account, or a new line of credit. That way, when your checking account runs dry, you can fall back on your own money as opposed to overdrafting. Just be sure you're aware of any fees or penalties for relying on safety nets too often. Managing one or more bank accounts can be challenging. But by following smart practices like these, you can save yourself a lot of time, hassle, and money.
Right. Which of the following is a benefit of using services like direct deposit and automatic bill pay? For convenience, sometimes these services give you access to discounts and lower fees. For safety, or for all of the above? I think we'll go with all of the above, and that is correct. So which of the following behaviors are you most likely to adopt or change when using a financial institution for basic money management? Will you explore more options in choosing a new financial institution? Will you open a checking or savings account? Will you set up overdraft protection, or will you use multiple deposit accounts for separate savings goals? This is more of a poll question, and for today's example, we'll just say we will learn more about setting up overdraft protection. So now that we've learned more about the types of financial institutions and their offerings, how well do you feel you understand your banking options? I'm feeling pretty confident now that we have completed this course. So with the completion of this course, we'll have the options to explore Commerce Bank solutions, look at our action plan, or view our completion certificate. So for today's purposes, we are going to view our action plan. The action plan tells us how we went into the course, what our pre-score, our post-score, and our knowledge gain was. It tells us about our perception. How did we feel about the course prior to taking it? We were not confident. And then how did we feel afterwards? We were pretty confident. It reviews the poll questions and how we answered those. And then most importantly, here is the personalized action plan. So check out these personalized tips based on our analysis of our interactivity with the course. So number one, bonuses and perks. Your financial institution might have a rewards program filled with perks you never knew existed. So check to see whether there are additional perks available to you at your current financial institution. Fees, fees, fees. One of the easiest ways to save money is to be aware of your institution's policies. So by doing so, you can avoid paying costly surcharges such as ATM maintenance or overdraft fees. So be aware of those. Go mobile. In today's age, practically everything is digital. If you haven't already, download your institution's mobile app to take advantage of its services. And last but not least, number 4, take advantage of automatic transfers. So if savings is difficult, set your checking account to automatically make deposits into a savings account. Your money will add up over time, and you'll never have to lift a finger. So very nice. And then last but not least, we received that certificate of completion. So at the end of the course, and before we navigate back to the presentation and wrap up, I will take us back to our dashboard. Here is our dashboard view one last time. And should you need to connect with Commerce at any time, navigating my milestones over here on the left-hand side under Commerce Bank Solutions, there is a tab where you can do a variety of things. You can learn any offers that we currently have going on. If you're new to Commerce, we'd love to welcome you with a $300 bonus for opening and using a Commerce free checking account. Why wait until payday? You can get access to your funds faster with early pay from Commerce Bank, and you could learn more about how you could get paid up to 2 days earlier than your direct deposit payday. And then last but not least, there's opportunities to connect with us either via phone or by email and hours associated with that. All right, I will navigate us back to our presentation before we wrap up. So here is our call to action that we mentioned earlier. We recommend, if you have not already, to sign up and start using the My Milestones platform by completing things like the financial wellness checkup and the money personality assessment. You can also set a streak goal so that you are reminded to come and consume financial education on a regular basis. For those that were already signed up for My Milestones, kudos to you. And we would recommend, following today's session, for you to take action by completing the featured course, Banking with Financial Institutions, and answering it with your own personal information, same as we did collectively today. Next, you can fill out the featured tool, which is a budget tool, which we looked at in today's course, using your own personal financial information. And then last but not least, if getting started with banking is a new concept for you, there is a Start Here guide called Getting Started with Banking. And we recommend that as a great place to start on your financial wellness journey. All right, last but not least, we are going to leave you with some contact information for our direct team. Here is Stacy Kernern-Shields' contact information. She is the workplace banking implementation specialist that covers the WGU team, as well as her email. And then one last scan of that QR code would get you back to the wgu.mymilestones.com webpage. So thank you all so much for your time and attention today. We will look forward to seeing WGU and you all at the next education offering. Thank you.